If you're tired of not making progress and you're ready to be the artist you know you're meant to be, you're in the right place. You're listening to the Singer's Path podcast. The Path, or Performing Artists Training Hub, will cover everything, including singing tips that actually work, advice from top industry professionals, and life-changing mindset shifts. Out with the starving artist and in with the thriving artist. I'm your host, Sarah Bishop, professional singer, actor, educator, and entrepreneur. I'm not afraid to speak the truth and stop the gatekeeping of quality information so you can actually become the artist you dream of being. So let's get on the path, shall we? Even though we're all on our own journeys, it always helps to have a guide. Hi, hello. It's your favorite insane person, Sarah. It's me, just a crazy. It's me, a Mario. It is way too early for me to be this delusional in my attitude. You know what? It's not delusional. I just haven't been getting sleep. So maybe that is delusional. I don't know. Anyway, we're not of sound mind this morning, but that's the perfect time to pull out a microphone and put it on the internet. Don't you think so? Anyway, I feel like I'm going nuts because, guys, I'm in the process of making like one of the best things like I've ever made. And it's an accumulation of like everything I've learned up until this point with the things that absolutely changed my life. And it's not just for singers. And I think that's why I'm so gosh darn pumped about it, because it's really for artists. It's focused on artists learning to heal themselves in ways that are not discussed and are not supported. And God, they need that support in these areas. And I'm working with a therapist to design it, with my sister, actually, who is a brilliant, brilliant therapist, very qualified, very intelligent, very trained. And we're basically creating something that's going to, I know it's going to really shift people's lives. Like, I know it because I've done it for myself already, and I've seen what it does. And so anyway, I'm like pouring everything I got into this. Like, please start to get excited because, again, I don't make basic shit to begin with. Okay, we know that. Like, if anyone has pillars or advanced mix, or even pitch a musician, like that is those are each like step by step. I am finding the gaps as a professional singer, and it's like from every stage of me learning to sing, right? Like when I was younger, I needed someone with compassion and kindness to like sit with me and like drill pitch in the foundations of singing. Like that's why I made Pitch a Musician, right? Pillars was like, I was in so much pain for so long because I just couldn't find a goddamn person that would help me like actually understand my voice, have control over making the sounds that I wanted, and then do it in a healthy way that I knew was sustainable so that I could like with my full chest and my full heart be like, yeah, I can handle this 8-show a week thing. Like I can handle the success that I want. I can make the best quality sound that is available to me, and I'm not going to damage my voice, right? Like that's why Pillars came up, because I was like, this is like it's a fucking shame that this is like fucking gatekept. Like, why is it so fucking hard to get a damn voice teacher that knows what the hell they're doing, right? Well, I need singers to understand what voice teachers know to some degree so they can help their freaking selves, because God knows that like we cannot always find a teacher that's gonna do something for us, or even one that we can afford regularly or whatever. Anyway, again, delusional brain right now, cuckoo bananas morning brain. Advanced mix was then that final step for the professionals that are like, hey, like, okay, I know how to like get up and down around my voice. Like I've been taking for years, there's a couple of discrepancies I might not like that I can figure out with Pillars, right? And I can adjust and I can work on, but shit, like I was a natural soprano, right? Like how do I do this mix felt stuff. Like it just feels like an anomaly. Like what the hell? Like I have all of these auditions coming my way and the scores, oh my God, I know what they're looking for, but like how do I make myself like take my voice and do this thing? Like, do I just accept that I'm not capable of doing it? Or like, is it possible? And like, when I was at this part of my development, like there was something in me that was like, no, I know this is possible. There is a way to teach instrumentalists, right? You're an instrumentalist, singers and instrumentalists, how to play these different styles on their instrument. There is a way, and there's a way to do it so that they understand what they're in control of and they can consciously shift and condition in what they need, right? And then say you do it successfully, right? You go and you book Wicked, right? You're singing No Good Deed every day. But then, you get an audition then for The Music Man and you're like, oh my God, I haven't used my legit soprano in years. Like, how do I move from there? Right. So it takes you from the balance place you got in Pillars, and it conditions you. It teaches you like what goes into those sounds, like genuinely, honestly, truly from top professionals. Like, how are these top coaches that are paying, God, they're charging like $350 an hour here out in New York for this information. And you're not, and like some of the teachers that I've experienced, they don't even like get you the results that fast. It's like you have to invest thousands of dollars. And I was like, how about fuck that? How about fuck that? And we make this a little easier. I'm not ever going to say that you can't have a voice teacher, right? You shouldn't, like any of my courses like supplement that. Like that's not true. Like it's helpful always. Like it's invaluable always for you to work with a professional that is there in real time, who's listening to you, who is spotting you, who is pivoting exactly with you in that moment and offering support for you in that moment to move to your next level, precisely. However, you know what though? Not every teacher is capable of fucking doing that. There are so many bad fucking teachers. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, at least they're giving you like good information that will work, that is proven, that has worked with thousands, honestly, probably millions of singers at this point. Like the method that I've learned to teach and use, and the way that I've described it is definitely at least thousands of singers. So anyway, I really went off on like a random ass tangent there. But I guess, what was the point? That was a 7-minute ADHD scramble. Oh, the point was, I don't make basic shit, y'all. Why the fuck? Do you guys know how much time it takes to do this? These projects, Pitch a Musician took me over a year, right? Pillars was faster because I was just like, you know what? I do this every single day. Like, I know how to do this, right? I know how to do Pitch and Musician. I do that, every day too. But I was like afraid. So it like took me so long to make it. I was like in procrastination, which is going to kind of get us into the point of the episode today. Pillars didn't take me as long, and Advanced Mix also didn't take me as long because I typically work with professional singers mostly. Earlier in my career, I worked more with beginner singers. So that's, at this point, like, Advanced Mix and Pillars, I had been practicing myself for quite a long time and like had been constantly mentored and coached, and I was coaching. So like those took longer, but like this new thing we're creating, guys, this like, not only did it take us like, oh my God, how many hours did it take us to write this script and like design this? What's kind of crazy about all this stuff is like this all got beamed to me. I know that sounds, I sound institutionally insane, but it's what it feels like. I was like, oh, use the info. I felt like one day I was like on a walk in the woods and like, it was like a big download. It was like, oh shit, like this is what I'm going to be doing. Like, okay. Intuition, baby. But I was walking on this like path, and I had actually just started working on Pitch and Musician, and like, I think I was just about to film, and it was Pitch Please at that point, but trademarking issues. I think my trademarking for Pitch and Musician went through, by the way. Yeah. So I was, on this walk, and I was just like going to be like, oh my God, Pitch and Musician is like a big deal. Like I was so scared to release it. And then it was almost like beaming into my brain, like, oh, that's not just what you're going to make. You're going to make like a balancing course, and then you're going to make a big spell course and a head dominant mix course. And then you're going to make a container that's going to help heal artists too, on the psychological level, on the emotional level, on the neuroscience plane. And I was like, I beg your pardon? What? When I tell you, I felt nuts in that moment when there was like this full body knowing that this was what I was going to create. Like this was how I as a creator was going to create. I was going to create for others to open their creativity literally on every level. I like left my body. Okay. I had a full blown panic attack. I was like, I can't do that. I'm not qualified. Who am I? I can't do that. Right. So anyway, when I tell you that this new thing is taking time, it's not just in the hours that we spent writing the script, which at this point has been like almost 10 hours of like fine combing and fine tuning that. That's not even filming. That is me and Amelia, my sister, sitting down and just, making sure we're fine tooth combing it. It like every part of it makes sense. Every part is perfectly curated to be streamlined so that you get the most efficient and clear experience possible, that it is concise, that it is all encompassing, that it is full. It is full in a way that's not overwhelming or confusing, but in a clearest kind. This is the work, do the work. Here is your step by step. We're holding your hand and we're going to be supporting you through this. Like, that work, when we finished it, Amelia the other day was like, dude, like, and every time I'm like working on it, I'm like, this is actually like, I can't even believe we're doing like, this is going to like literally change lives. And I again, you're like, what is it? I'm not going to tell you yet because I can't, but like, it makes me like, honestly, like kind of emotional. Like the fact that I have the privilege of like working on something and the support, and like I know the people that are helping, that I'm getting help from to craft this. And because I've spent so long actually implementing this and doing this, I mean, I myself am a testimony to my life and what you're seeing in my life now. Like if I have some of you have kind of been like, I look up to you in the way that you run your business and how you're still an artist. If that's something you want, like just know that this was work I put in like since I was like fumbling around in my like early 20s. Okay. This program is a streamlined accumulation of like everything I've learned to get me to this point, especially from like age 25 to here. And I'm 32 now. So that's like 7 years. Right. So anyway, all this to say, it's 12 minutes in. I still haven't gotten to the point. So I'm saying this because I want you to get excited, and I'm fucking tired from making it. It took me 15 minutes to tell you. Sorry. You can always like fast forward, I guess. It took me 15 minutes to tell you that this is all encompassing. This is huge. It's going to help people so much. Please start to get excited. I am so excited to serve you in this way and give in this way. It's insane. And if you want something that's even a little bit in the vein, like just a little breadcrumbs around what, maybe some of this stuff is going to be about. Just know that there is a free resource for you called the Abundant Artist audio series. Big deal. That in itself is worth a couple $100. And this free series is going to start to take you as the artist to your next level, like for sure. I've had friends in Hamilton. I've had friends in Wicked. I've had people that I've tested these on, and like, this is not even scratching the surface of like what this new thing is going to be. So like, sit tight and get ready, but it is in vein. It is in line. My friends who do this, do them like every single day. They're obsessed with them. They love them. And, they can tell a difference, which is so crazy. There's one called Artist Glow, or is it Performer Glow? It's Artist Glow. It's Performer Glow, I think. that my one friend did on the train. And she was like, I was radiating so hard. Like I felt so magnetic. And like I knew that like I was casting out my energy and I looked fucking gorge that people started to turn their heads and look at me. Like she turned on her Marilyn Monroe effect by doing this. Like that particular track is designed to be used like before you go into an auditions of like that star quality energy. Like, hey, hire me, bitch. Like that's what that track is about, is like just pumping you the fuck up. And yeah, my friends walk around the Upper West Side listening to it. Like they love them, and I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful. So if you even want a little snack, a little tidbit, a little understanding of what I'm going to start to kind of explore on here and get into, and eventually open up in just an all-encompassing container that's going to be so glorious. Go download that. That's the link in the show notes, right? And make sure that you are on that email list, that Secret Singers Digest email list. That is imperative because you will want to be the first to know about this. You will be upset if you don't know. And half of y'all, I know it's going to junk. And I don't want to hear that excuse anymore. You better be marking that. You better be checking that. Again, I don't give basic shit in there, right? There's exclusive content. There's exclusive free things for you. And there's sales that no one gets access to. There's spots in courses and in classes and in events that only go to you. So you need to like, take advantage of that and not be like, I missed it. Well, you need to mark it as not junk, honey boo boo. I don't know what to tell you. It's not my fault, right? I'm trying to help you. Anyway. Okay, so Sarah went on a literal 16-minute tangent because she's like half asleep, and I'm going to take a sip of coffee because goddamn. Today on the episode, okay, this was going to be punchy until I ranted for 15 minutes. But this is going to be actually, I'm going to be a little hard on you for like a hot second. Not like hard on you, but like with love, okay? I'm going to hold your hand. I'm going to look you in the eyes here, okay? I'm not with you. I'm going to look you in the ears. Okay, I'm going to look you in the ears and I'm going to whisper sweet nothing. Sarah, get us together. Okay. I'm going to look at you and I'm going to say, hey, for the good of everybody here, you need to get over yourself. Okay? You need to get over your fear of being seen, and you need to address your perfectionism. Hands down. Sorry about it, babe. Okay. I know you're scared. I know you're triggered. Or I know you might be saying, well, I'm not afraid of being seen. I'm not afraid of being seen. I'm fine with it. Okay. Are you? Wouldn't you, when you have the thing you wanted by now? Wouldn't you be posting all the time? Wouldn't you be constantly pushing your art by now? If you really weren't afraid of being seen, I just want you to ask. It's just being curious, hey, like I told you, lovingly, if there wasn't something going on around being seen, don't you think you would be seen by now? Okay? And I'm imploring, I am begging you, please look at this. And again, this container will help you with this that's coming up. That's why it's part of the reason why it's revolutionary, because here's the thing that the world needs. We don't need more narcissistic fucking assholes in positions of power. Okay? I know that the people that listen to this podcast are talented as hell. Powerful artists with talent out the ass. Like, even my friends that I know that listen to this, like I admire them so deeply. I know how gifted they are. Okay. So just people, you deserve to have your talent be seen, and people need to see your talent, but it's more than that. It's more than your talent. They need to see you because you are a good frickin' person and you have the ability to shift and alter other people's lives. Okay. Why am I crying? I don't know what's wrong with me, but like, I really mean it. Stop playing small. Stop it. You need to look at yourself like you look at other people you love and admire. I want you to think about that. Who is someone in your life that you love and has deeply changed your life for them just being who they are, right? Maybe it's just something that they said, once, and it just really stuck with you and it just made you feel so seen and so heard, right? You have no idea how you are just being who you are. This is even outside of your talent, okay? This is outside of you even giving anyone anything or selling something or doing. No, this is just you being who you are. You have no idea how that is rippling out from you. That butterfly effect that happens from you just existing and being the kind, fucking powerful, awesome human you are. It's a disservice to the damn world when you are contracting your energy and hiding out of fear so much. You don't know who you're actually meant to help and touch with your art. And when you insist on staying invisible out of safety or out of low self-worth because there's stories going on that's like, my art isn't worth something, or like there's things going on in the world. Why? Like, no one wants to hear my original song, or no one wants to hear my music, or like, I don't know. I just feel like there's more important things. Stop it. Art is in fact a rebellion. You embodying exactly who you are, whether it's cringe or not, is a rebellion. We're all talking about wanting to take action and like, what can we do to help the state of things? Stand up and be who you are and do what you do and let them see you. It's not even a matter of like, force yourself to have a big following and do all this stuff. It's like, no, let yourself shine. Allow it. Because I think it comes down to like, what are you afraid is going to happen if your dream comes true, right? Because I know you're dreaming of that. I know you like work really hard to write all these songs. You go to class, you go to voice lessons, or even if you're like not a professional artist, like even if you like don't even let yourself audition for the community theater production or like audition for the solo in church, like even there, like even that level, guys, changes people's lives. The interactions are like, think about it. Like, think about if you did community theater, like as a child, or if you did church as a child or choir or whatever, how influential that was to you. Like, I have people that were in my community in like my small town that like would say things that support me in ways that have stuck with me and have woven into like the patterning of like who I am now, and how they moved me so deeply, actually, that like that is a giant reason why I do what I do now, like teaching you this, right? The people that believed in me to get me here, I am paying that forward. So that's what I'm saying. I don't care if you're even singing to your child, like making breakfast and you're singing Old MacDonald. I have deep, cherished memories of my mother singing to me. Like, this is what I mean. Like, you don't have to be seen on like a global front if that doesn't feel real to you, or like that doesn't feel like that's your path, but you still need your light to radiate out, because that is the impact that you are having. That's your job. Being here on this planet is to step into who you are and radiate it and own it. Okay. And, I'm kind of ranting passionately about this because I just spent the last few weeks doing talking about group lessons and filling them up, and I was reflecting on my own, like the group lessons that like I'm enrolled in voice and acting, and like the mentorship that I've gotten through voice teaching from group lessons and all of that too. Like I've done many containers of group lessons. Okay. So like I talk about them in the way that I do because I know they work, because I do them myself. And I was thinking about all of the artists particularly in my acting class. Guys, these actors are incredible. Like, they are passionate. They are beautiful. Oh my God. I mean, some of them have been on like the CW and shit, and like Freeform. Like they're like pretty. Okay. And they are so goddamn hard on themselves, and they're such perfection. It's like sometimes they like there's another friend of mine and me who came up with this thing that we call production club, and it's just basically like, this is just me as like an artist outside of the business. This is me and her basically coming together and like choosing to like give ourselves our own opportunities and practicing shining and like practicing all the things that we're learning and like actively embodying them and like taking that responsibility on instead of just like waiting for someone else to give us those experiences, right? Like we basically make them for ourselves. We make things that make us, that are fun. Like after this, right, I'm going to Jersey to film and learn sword combat because like why not, right? Like that's basically what we do. And some of the class, like even though they're all invited and they're like, oh yeah, that sounds good, they don't actually ever jump on the opportunities to what, like for free or like pretty low cost, like do fun things and like continue practicing. Like why wouldn't you do that, right? But a lot of them don't jump on it because they're so stuck in perfectionism and this like crippling anxiety of what if I do start to shine, right? A of all, what the fuck does that even mean? And B, what if I do start to put my work out there and then someone sees it and then it's not good enough? And then they like write me off, or it actually, what if it ruins opportunities for me? Or like, what if it's bad? Or what if it's cringe? Or what if people laugh at me? Or what if I do make a TikTok video and I finally put my song out there and then like a troll comes on there and then they shit all over me? Okay. First of all, do not take any advice from someone that is not more qualified than you, or, you know, has not already been doing what you're doing for years. I had some motherfucker the other day on my fucking TikTok, first of all on TikTok live, being like, The Weeknd said that like voice teachers don't matter. And I was like, fuck The Weeknd. Who are you? I'm sorry. Why are you coming on my live where I'm making free information? I'm giving free information to people. And you're just gonna what? Comment that voice teachers don't matter? Okay, good. How well can you sing? What do you know? Huh? Do you know The Weeknd? I can bet you like fucking thousands of dollars that he has a voice teacher. Anyway, I digress. But anyway, like I also had another friend that was he was like in tandem of a video that popped off. Like he was being interviewed in a video that went viral, and then like for some reason like it turned very like Israel versus Palestine versus, even though nothing about that was discussed in the video. I'm not quite sure, but even that like activated him. It like almost like validated and mirrored like, oh, I'm actually not safe to be perceived because no matter what I do and no matter how I show up in my stuff online, right, no matter how I share, because guys, online is just like an amazing opportunity to share what you do with massive amounts of people. That's what it is. It's like a dating app, right? A dating app is no more than another resource and a way of meeting people. That's what a dating app is. I don't care what your opinions are about Tinder or like it's hard to date in the city. No, it's simply put, stripped away, it is a way to meet people, right? Putting things online is a way to be seen, hands down. And if your story, like this friend, is already, hey, it's not safe for me to be seen. Of course, the first time they pop off, even if it's not their video, they're going to look at all the evidence as to why it's not okay or safe to be seen, right? Or like my friends in this acting class, if you're so afraid of like your work not being good enough and it's caught you in this perfectionist loop, of course, even if God comes with a fucking opportunity, right? And you are still caught in this like perfectionist loop, like we're providing people free ways to be creative and practice. And even then they're going to be like, well, I don't want to involve myself because I'm afraid it won't be good enough and it'll be cringe. And then, you know, it won't actually make a difference anyway. Why are you doing that to yourself? Who gives a shit if it's perfect? Our job as creatives is actually to do the antithesis of perfect. Perfect is boring, okay? People can fucking do AI and steal from other artists and manufacture it if they want perfect. But people don't want perfect. They don't want perfect. I had some asshole come and comment on my TikTok live about how my on my post how like teaching mixed belt is creating cookie cutter perfect sounds. And listen, that's incorrect. That is not fucking true. Learning to mix belt is actually, he called it like a BFA belt. I was like, what the fuck is that? No, I'm not teaching. I'm teaching correct form so that the singer doesn't blow out. I'm not going to like manipulate their tone and like try to make it all exactly the same. I'm trying to make it easier for the singer. I digress. But you as the artist, don't let it be perfect. First of all, there's no such thing and no one wants to see it. Okay, so stop going for something that doesn't fucking exist. Perfect doesn't exist. It's not a thing. You are not perfect as a human. That's great. Don't be. We want in art, we want a reflection of what it is actually like to be human. So we don't want AI. AI doesn't understand what it's like to be human. We understand what it's like to be human. We are humans creating art. Art is a reflection of humanity. Humanity is inherently not perfect. So the whole perfectionism, I'm not even going to start thing is 100% self-sabotage and you need to knock it off, right? As your older sister that's like randomly like so mad at you for some reason. I'm mad and crazy. Anyway, that's my rant. It was just to come on here and just be like, get out of your own way. That's it. That's all I got to say. I will definitely bring this up more. I want you to really sit with that. Who am I serving by staying small? Who am I serving? Because if you're drawn to be an artist, you have something to share, right? You have something to create. You are a creator. You are a creator made by a creator, right? Your job is to create. And when you stay small, are you really like living in gratitude and in grace and really taking advantage of all the amazing skill and like blessings you have? Right? Who is that helping by you staying small? And if it's really about the fear of being canceled, right? That fear of being seen, of it ruining everything, then you need to look at your lack, my love. While you're letting lack and fear run the show, you will not get where you want to go. I'm so sorry, but that has to go. When you're manifesting the life you want, there is sacrifice, but it's not sacrificing good things that are aligned for you. It's sacrificing the shit that is holding you down. Let it the fuck go. So you're like, okay, cool. Got it. Stop yelling at me. Here's the thing. This new container will help you with this. You need to get on the email list and you need to get the Abundant Artist audio series. Okay. Get those two things, sign up, be ready, and really think about it. Prep yourself. Give yourself the space. Hey, who am I serving by being small? What am I actually afraid of? What is one tiny fucking thing I can do to practice radiating my light? Can I do a radical act of creativity right now? Right? Or can I just do the first step? Can I just sing a song for my baby in the kitchen and just start to sing again? That's part of you stepping into your radiance and being seen. Be seen by the people that love you and that are obsessed with you, right? Give them that gift of seeing you fully. Anyway, that's what I want you to think about. I want you to reflect on perfectionism. Is that really just procrastination that's holding you back? That's keeping you safe in fear and keeping you where you are? Or are you willing to be like, you know what? I'm not going to do that anymore. Thank you, Sarah. We're not going to do that. We're going to kind of look at these topics and then we're going to move on. I'm going to pick myself up and I'm going to move on. Okay. Anyway, that's it. I have to go fight with swords. Okay. So I got to go. I went overtime. Of course, I have to go all the way to the Upper West Side and I'm in Queens right now. So, or not the Upper West Side. I have to go to Washington Heights. I got to go far. So I got to go get my butt on the train for the weekend. Listen, I love you. I do. I care about you. I don't get on here and talk about this unless it has a point. I think part of the reason why I care is I get it. Like, I've lived there and I'm still dealing with this. It's hard. Like, I'm trying to blow the fuck up, guys. I'm trying to get this out to way more people. And I mean, not that I'm not absolutely grateful for everyone that listens now, but I'm trying to make this some top information so that it can heal the most people possible. The people that, you know, need this kind of information. And when you do that, it's confronting. Like, I'm like constantly in these like death and rebirth cycles, okay? Like, I'm constantly like trying to get my nervous system to like Olympic levels so that I can serve on the level that I know I'm meant to, right? So just take me as an example. I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm saying it is simple, and it starts with you, and it starts with you being radically honest and really starting to at least acknowledge some of your value and some of where you are purposely not acting from that value and holding yourself back. I truly love you because I believe in you. And I've seen it for myself because I've embodied it and I've done it for myself. And I know you can too. So if this resonates with you, please don't forget to leave a 5-star written review, even though it was a little aggressive today. Only 5-star reviews. Don't fucking leave a review if you don't like it. Go listen to something else. Don't do that to me. Okay. I'm trying to help. All right. Anyway, leave a 5-star written review. And remember, if you do that, make sure to screenshot it and send it to me, singerspath@gmail.com. And that way I will give you an entry to win a free lesson, right? Or if like, say you listen to this and you're an artist and it's like, you're not a singer, but like your kid's a singer or something like that, that will work too. I'll still draw your name and it will go to that person. Okay. But please do that, because y'all are so generous with these reviews. But I need to know what your email is and who it came from, so that when I do the drawing, which I believe I'm probably going to do at the end of September here, when I do the drawing, I want to make sure that you get pulled, right? And the other thing is you get additional entries if you own any of my courses and you write a review or a testimonial on any of those. So the Pillars, Pitch Musician, Advanced Mix, and you can also like write reviews for the live events too. That also counts. So yeah, write some reviews. I really appreciate it. It just really helps people trust this process when they like see to believe, like they're seeing proof from other people that like, hey, though this is legit. And I get it. That's it, money's hard earned. Like, let's make sure we're investing it well. So yeah, it really helps if people like you, you're plugging something, you're promoting something that is meaningful to you and actually is helpful for you, because even your time is valuable. So listening to this podcast, I really appreciate it, because I just know how much time, how what a privilege it is for you to choose to spend time with me in this form. So all of that to say, I appreciate you. I love you. I want you to succeed. Be honest with yourself. Start looking at these so that the world can benefit from your art, and so that you're not selfishly keeping all of your beautiful awesomeness to yourself. Okay. All that to say, I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye. Love you. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a 5-star written review on Apple Podcasts. This helps me get this information out to more artists all over the world. Let's work together to spread the joys of music. Until next time, I'm your host, Sarah Bishop, signing off from the Singer's Path podcast. Thanks for listening.